Chapter 24. January 13th. Hi, Scott. Wow, it was so fun talking to you over the weekend. Words can't express how thankful I am to you for taking time to answer my questions. I feel like I talked your ear off, and I'm really sorry for that. It's just hard to exaggerate what a blessing and a privilege it is to spend time in fellowship with somebody who's so passionate about spreading the Lord's glory throughout the earth. I sometimes think about that day when God called me to the mission field. At that time, I felt really lonely. My mom was happy for me, like I knew she would be. In fact, she showed me a picture I drew all the way back in kindergarten and wrote about how I wanted to be a missionary when I grew up. But everybody else just treated me like it was a phase. I remember for a while worrying that maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't the Holy Spirit speaking to me at all. Maybe I was just getting caught up in the emotions of it. Anyway, that was years ago. But what I really want to say is how refreshing it is to meet someone with a similar heart for the nations. I have to admit I'm nervous about submitting my application to Kingdom Builders. I know you told me not to worry about it, but the more I think about it, the more I really firmly believe that this is God's next step for me. The problem is, it's a huge step. Mom's pretty worried. After our dad died when we were so young, and with my sister being so fragile, I understand how she can be anxious. I only mention that because I've never actually been away from home for more than 1 or 2 nights here and there. Mom's totally behind me applying for the summer internship, especially after I passed on some of your answers to the questions she had. Thank you so much for not freaking out about all of those. But I think it will be hard for us to be separated. I'll probably feel guilty leaving Kitty, too. I think about that a lot. But you didn't ask about my entire family history, so sorry about that. I don't know what got me so sidetracked. About your question for the pastoral reference. I called the church, and I guess they do have a fax machine, but it doesn't work all the time. So my pastor asked if you could email it to him. Thanks so much, not only for helping me out with this application and the seemingly endless questions my mom and I keep coming up with, but for being someone I can really talk to about missions. Orchard Grove's kind of a small community. There's no one else like that around here. Blessings. Susanna Peters.